Welcome to the Activated Story Theater's 181st podcast.
This episode we bring you Hop in My Sack, a tale from Italy.
Hi, I'm Dennis.
And I'm Kimberly.
And together we are the Activated Actors!
We are coming to you from Palm Springs, California. We've made our way across the country from, last time we were podcasting, we were in Alabama. And we've been doing a little bit of driving.
A little bit of driving and a lot of dancing across America.
Yes, we are still dancing across the nation. If you have a chance, be sure to check us out on Instagram, and you will see us dance every single day. We've been doing it since January 1st, and we are still doing it 50 some odd days later. And you can see us dance 8 counts a day on our Instagram. That's Activated Story Theater, or just look for hashtag Dance Across the Nation. Every week we put a compilation together of our dances, and you can watch that on our Facebook page.
They're our greatest hits every week.
Or once a month. You can follow us on YouTube. We have the entire dance for the month is all strung together. So you can see the whole dance every month on our YouTube channel. And you can always find those social media links on our activatedstorytheater.com webpage.
And I've started a little project of my own.
You have, yes.
The Fluky Musician. I'm making these little videos to put up on YouTube of me playing music on various things at these attractions we go to.
I like to call it found sound.
Found sound, something like that. Yes.
Yeah.
Anyway, we've been to a lot of places. We after our last podcast, we went to Birmingham.
And we got to visit the Sloss Furnace.
The Sloss Furnaces. Birmingham used to be a major steel producing center of the U.S. and they called it the Pittsburgh of the South because Pittsburgh used to be a major steel producing town. Anyway, Sloss Furnace was the center of that activity, and it's been long closed, and now you can just wander around this old steel mill. It's really kind of interesting.
It really is. It's a very unique place to see. It's just I like the photographs you get there. Very interesting.
You've heard of ghost towns? Well, it's a ghost factory.
Yes. And we got to see where Elvis was born. We went to visit his birthplace in Tupelo, Mississippi.
Yes, Tupelo, Mississippi. Elvis's house is still there. There's a statue of Elvis there. There's a museum dedicated to Elvis. And then we went on into Memphis, where Elvis got his start in the music business, and took a little tour of Beale Street.
Yep, and the pyramid in Memphis. Memphis has this very unique building. It's kind of a landmark. It's a pyramid because Memphis is named after the Memphis in Egypt.
Yes. And from there, we started heading on out west. We went through Oklahoma City.
We went through Arkansas first.
Right.
Went to the Crystal Bridges Museum.
All right. Fabulous art museum in Bentonville, Arkansas.
We discovered a place in Searcy, Arkansas. It's a pioneer village.
A pioneer village, yes. Uh-huh. Old, reconstructed and restored buildings from the 19th and early 20th centuries, and it's like a block of pioneer village.
Right. And then we went to Oklahoma City, where we got a new house.
Yes, we bought it. Finally found the RV we've been looking for and purchased it and moved into it and got rid of the old one.
Yes.
All within about a week in
Oklahoma. About a week, yep.
Oklahoma City area. And in Norman, Oklahoma, we visited the National Weather Center.
Did you know there was a National Weather Center? That was news to me. Yes, this is a place where they study the weather, track the weather. They have all kinds of equipment, and they have all kinds of data that they collect, and they're all about weather.
And there's even a weather museum there. How do you have a museum of weather? How do you preserve a tornado for people to see?
I guess you do videos and whatnot.
I guess so. Oklahoma City, then on through Texas, and you've probably seen the Cadillac Ranch in Amarillo.
It's pretty famous. There's a bunch of Cadillacs that are basically growing out of the ground, and people spray paint them, and it's right off of I-40, and it's a very it's a fun place to stop as you're traveling across the country. So a lot of people do it.
We didn't go there this time. We've been there many times before.
Many times.
But they also have a Volkswagen Ranch on the other side of town, the Slug Bug Ranch.
The Slug Bug Ranch.
Where you have little Volkswagens stuck up in the ground.
So we found that in Texas, and then we went on into New Mexico, where we got to go to visit the Petroglyphs National Monument. This is basically a lot of rocks that have been around for eons, and they have graffiti on them, ancient graffiti.
Yes. Native American tribes would etch these pictures in the stone.
Right.
We don't really know what they mean, but a lot of them there.
didn't have a written language, but they did use pictures. But they've been lost in the times. We don't know what it means exactly. So a lot of interesting pictures that they left behind that are just etched into the rock, and you can go hike and look at them and try to figure it out. Maybe you'll be the one that understands what it means.
And then on to Arizona, where we went to the Petrified Forest.
Yes.
We've been doing a lot of sightseeing on this.
Yeah, so Petrified Forest is logs that have become rock.
No.
We went there with my sister and my nephew. I got to meet a new brother. If you've been following our podcasts throughout the years, you were up to speed with us. But if you haven't, this is your first podcast. I'm just going to do a little backstory here. I was adopted, and 50 years later, I got to meet one of my brothers. I have 5 siblings, 5 half-siblings. And just recently I've met my 2 sisters and a brother, and I have another brother, and I have another brother I haven't met yet. He's in Wyoming. I'm hoping I get a chance to meet him one day too.
Yeah. And that was in the Holbrook area, and then we went to the Phoenix area where we met up with her,
my sister and my other brother.
And her other brother.
Right. So it's become an annual tradition. I get to go see them every year now. And in the Phoenix area, we discovered a place. It's a ghost town, and it's called Goldfield Ghost Town. We got to spend a night there, just exploring the little town. It's fun.
Well, when we say spend the night there is an RV park
Yes.
next to it. We didn't sleep on the streets of the ghost town.
No, but we got to run around town at night when nobody else was there.
It is really a really cool little ghost town.
Yeah.
There was an actual mining town there that was deserted, and what they've done is they've reconstructed it here.
Right, and there's shops there. It's a tourist attraction. There's shops. There's a mystery shack you can go through, and there's a zip line, a little train you can ride around, and they give you the history. It's basically going back in time. You're going back to 1890. You get time warped.
So we've done a lot in the last month, and believe it or not, that's not all of it, but we'll save some of it until the next time.
Yeah, because we have a story, and I know you guys are ready for the story. I'm excited to tell this story. It is a story from Italy, and I think you're really going to enjoy it. It's called Hop in My Sack, a story from Italy.
Long ago in Italy, there lived a father with 3 sons. The 2 older sons were about the same age, but the youngest son was not as old as they were. One day the father said to them, "My sons, I cannot provide for you any longer. Last year we had the drought, and then the flood, and then the fire, and then the tornado, and then the plague of armadillos, and then the stampede of elephants from a Chinese circus. The farm is in ruins, and my nerves are not exactly rock solid either. It is time for all of you to go out and make your way in the world."
Cool. About time we blew this joint. It's really cramping my style. Yeah, let's go to the city, where they have all kinds of fun stuff to do. And if we get bored, we can even get jobs.
That's what the older brothers said, but the youngest brother, Lorenzo, said, "But father, how will you get along here by yourself?" "Oh, it'll be a struggle dealing with all the relentless peace and quiet. But I got friends and neighbors who can help me out. Besides, I was hoping that certain members of the family who get jobs might send me a little something now and then." "Oh, of course. You can count on me."
Yeah, whatever. Ditto, I guess.
So the 3 boys set off down the road toward the city. But because Lorenzo had a crippled foot, he walked more slowly than his siblings.
Hey, Slowpoke! Get a move on! Can't wait for you all day. Yeah, you training for the Turtle Olympics or something?
Sorry, I'm moving as fast as I can.
Well, we can't drag our heels for you any longer. We're in a hurry to get to the city where our fortune is waiting for us. Yeah, we're gonna go on ahead. You just take your time and we'll see you when you get there. Or not.
And so the brothers went on ahead. "Boy, I'm really tired. I think I'll lie down and take a little nap." That little nap turned out to be a long, deep sleep with a very strange dream.
Lorenzo! Lorenzo! for people who sleep in these woods.
Gifts? What kind of gifts?
For you, I have, a drum roll, please, this empty sack.
Empty sack? That's my gift? What did you do? Give away all the goodies inside to other people, so now I'm left holding the bag?
No, there was never anything inside. The sack itself is quite special.
How so?
Well, you see, all you have to do is say somebody's name and then say, "Hop in my sack," and suddenly that person will appear in the sack.
That's it? That's what passes for a magical fairy gift these days?
Hey, I'm just a fairy, not one of Santa's elves. Take it or leave it.
Oh, of course. I didn't mean to criticize. I'm certainly grateful for any gift, especially since this is just a dream anyway.
Good, I'm glad you have that attitude. I'll just heal your crippled leg while I'm at it. Zip! There you go. Now, you'll be able to walk perfectly when you wake up. Well, I must be off. I have to check up on somebody called, Snoozing Beauty or something like that. Oh, where's my daybook? I gotta get going.
And with that, the fairy disappeared, and Lorenzo woke up. Wow, my dreams are getting more and more like a Salvador Dali painting. Hey, what do you know? There really is a sack here. Just coincidence, I'm sure. I bet people go to sleep in this forest and wake up with empty sacks next to them all the time. Well, it might come in handy. Hey, my foot! It's different! My heel is healed! Just coincidence, I'm sure. I bet people go to sleep in this forest and dream about fairies and wake up with whale-heeled heels all the time. Now I can travel even faster. I better quit talking to myself and get back on the road. And so he went on into the city, where along came another boy who was runningly, and screaming screamily.
Oh, please, have you seen the doctor?
As a matter of fact, I haven't. Why?
My leg fell and broke my father. My father fell and broke his leg, so I really need to find the doctor fast. If he sees me, have him tell you that you're looking for me, will you? If you see him, tell him that I'm looking for him.
Oh, sure. Wait a minute. What's this doctor's name?
Dr. Carlo, first name Monty.
Do you really suppose that this sack... Well, what do we have to lose? Oh, Dr. Carlo, hop in my sack. Hey, I don't believe it. There's something or someone inside my sack.
Let me out of here!
Oh, hold on. Just let me open up the sack and...
Oh, that's better. It was stuffy in there. Dr. Carlo, you're just the person I wanted to see, though I didn't expect to see you pop out of a bag. My father has just broken his hip and I need your leg. You know what I mean. Oh, I'll be glad to go help your father. He'll give me a chance to talk to him about what he still owes me for treating his broken arm. Oh, right. And you, young man, I really should talk to you about that sack.
Oh, sorry about that. I know it was a rude way to fetch you, but it's an emergency.
No, that's quite all right. I'm just thinking I should get one of those for myself to help me make house calls. We doctors have to keep up with the latest technology.
So Dr. Carlo left with the boy, and Lorenzo continued on his way, marveling at what he had seen. Oh, this sack is really quite a bag of tricks, but I'm still not sure how it's supposed to be of any use to me. And then along came a robber.
Psst. Hey, buddy, your money or your life?
Well, I really don't have much of either. All I have is this empty sack.
Right. You really expect me to believe that sack is empty? Hand it over.
Sure, you can have it, Mr. Say, what is your name anyway?
Why do you want to know?
Oh, I just think it's a matter of courtesy and good manners, a good business, to know the names of the people you do business with, don't you?
I guess so. Name's Roberto. Roberto the Robber. Has a nice ring to it, doesn't it?
Very.
But don't tell anyone, huh? In my business, you gotta keep a low profile.
My lips are as sealed as this sack. So, Roberto, hop in my sack.
Whoa!
Okay, Roberto the robber, I think I'll just haul you down to the jail. There might even be a reward for you, and maybe I can collect it. He did, and there was, and he did. So finally, Lorenzo had some money. Then, before long, a terrible plague hit the city. People became very ill everywhere, and many people died.
Better run away while you can, young man. Go somewhere far away from here. Death is roaming the city. I've seen him with my very own eyes. He's headed right this way. Hurry! Run!
Oh no, I have come to love this city, and I don't want to leave. What will I do if everyone dies? For that matter, what will I do if I die? She said that death is roaming through this city. Do you suppose... Death! Hop in my sack!
Hey, what's going on in here? Let me out! I'm afraid of the dark.
There, I'll make sure this bag is good and tight. You may get out eventually, but not until everyone in the city is well enough to fight you off again. And then Lorenzo carried the sack far outside the city. Good thing Death is so much lighter than the robber. He's nothing but bones. Where he dropped the sack into a deep lake, and the sick people in the city quickly recovered.
I'm feeling so much better already. I thought for sure I was a goner.
I saw what happened. It was that young fellow Lorenzo. He put Death into a sack.
I know. I don't know how he did it, though. But we owe him a big debt of thanks.
I'll say, I'd even buy him a new sack.
So Lorenzo became the hero of the city, and he and the people in the city and his father back home all lived long and prospered. I don't know what ever became of the two brothers. And that's the story of
Hop in My Sack, a tale from Italy. That was an interesting story. I hope you enjoyed it. We've got some shows coming up where you can see us perform live on stage. We will be acting out stories with sets and costumes and props, American Sign Language, physical comedy, and of course our witty scripts. And we've got some shows coming up in California.
In Northern California. Our public shows will be in Northern California. On Wednesday, March 21st at 2 p.m., we'll be at the Keys Library in Keys, California.
And on the 24th, you can find us at 2 locations in the Modesto area. We will be at the Newman Library at 1 o'clock on the 24th. And on Saturday the 24th, we will also be at the Denair Library at 4 o'clock.
And Tuesday the 27th at 4 o'clock, we will be at the Salida Library.
Where is that?
It is in Stanislaus County, California.
Is it in Salida, California?
It is in Salida.
There you go.
Wednesday the 28th, the Modesto Main Library at 3:30.
Ooh, and then also the next day at 3:30, we're at the Ceres Library. That's CERES. I hope I'm saying that right. And that's in that area too. Monday, the 2nd of April, you can find us at the Oakdale Library in California. That's at 2 o'clock.
And then we'll be telling you about some of the other performances next time, I'm sure.
We have 11 shows coming up for the Stanislaus County Libraries at the end of March and on into April. We've got shows coming up in San Jose, Atherton, Belvedere, Tiburon, San Leandro. So all throughout the Northern California area, you will find us at your public libraries in addition to school programs. But those are the public shows we have coming up.
All right, and that's about it. We've run kind of long this time. But
We've been doing a lot. We hope you are interested in all that we've been doing, and you hope you follow us on our Instagram and friend us on our Facebook, and make sure you watch our YouTube videos. Until we catch you next time,
stay activated!
Activated Story Theater is committed to bringing fun, educational shows to schools and libraries nationwide. On stage, we use physical comedy, American Sign Language, imaginative props, and a giant, oversized book to bring multicultural folktales to life. For booking information, check out our website, activatedstorytheater.com, where you can also find out when the activated actors will be performing near you. Read a story, or order one of our audio CDs. You can subscribe to this podcast on iTunes. or listen on Stitcher. We look forward to your comments and folktale suggestions. Stay activated. Until next time.